Hello and welcome to Good Morning Thailand. Today we'll be talking about some of the news topics from across the country. Only me today, as one Alexi Latour is on a excursion to Phuket on a project. We'll be back to full power on Monday morning. But for now, let's get on with the show. But before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, please help me be thankful for Fazwaz, who is the sponsor of the show. They make it happen. Largest real estate portal in the country. If you've ever thought about buying, selling, or renting property in Thailand, check out fazwaz.com. They've got a great support staff. They've got a lot of listings. That's fazwaz.com. All right. Our first story today talks about U.S. slapping a 19% tariff on Thailand. What does it all mean? The White House has announced a 19% reciprocal tariff on Thai goods, part of a broader realignment of affecting 100 countries. According to reporting adapted from Thai Inquirer, the U.S. initially signaled a 36% rate from April 2nd, 2025, but intense talks trimmed Thailand's rate to 19% by August 1st, 2025. Now, Vietnam accepted 20% alongside full market access for U.S. products, while Indonesia and Malaysia also landed at 19%, but agreed to wider openings for American goods. Thailand held a firmer line on access, setting the stage for knock-on effects across autos, agriculture, electronics, and consumer goods. Now, what to watch? Any Thai concessions on non-tariff barriers. Number 2, price pass-through for U.S. consumers and Thai exporters. Number 3, supply chain shifts if margins get squeezed. And number 4, whether Bangkok pursues targeted relief or diversifies export markets. Now, here's a big picture. This is leverage in a larger contest over market access and industrial policy. Expect industry groups on both sides to lobby hard in coming weeks as the rate filters into contracts, retail prices, and investment plans. There's been speculation going around, and generally the news has been quite positive. People are quite happy with the 19%, saying that, hey, Thailand did a pretty decent job, especially when you look at the percentage of the other countries. So, yeah, let us know in the comment section below. What do you think about this 19% tariff from the U.S.? For now, we're going to move on to our second story, which is talking about delivery driver that was robbed at gunpoint, and the suspect was charged after media outcry. In Songkhla's Ranot district, a 42-year-old delivery worker says a customer, an official at a sub-district administrative office, pointed a gun at his head, punched him, and took 500 baht after a dispute over a 352 baht cash-on-delivery item. The victim first reported the case to police but alleged inaction until his account spread in local media. After the story gained traction, officers raided the suspect's home on July the 30th and formally charged him under Section 339, which was robbery with force and violence. A 5 to 10 year prison term plus a 100,000 to 200,000 baht fine is possible as well. The suspect admits taking money but disputes assault and claims he seized 300 baht, blaming frustration with poor online orders. Police say CCTV was deleted at the residence. Investigators are seeking additional footage and witness statements. Now, there's a safety note here. The victim continues delivering in the same area and fears retaliation. The takeaway from this is that media scrutiny helped revive a case that might otherwise have stalled. The legal process now hinges on evidence beyond testimony. There was a similar story that I believe me and Alex spoke about earlier this week, where this is seeming to become a more common occurrence, where people are going to the police in more not as prominent cities, but not necessarily rural areas, but smaller cities, where people are going to the police asking for help, like, hey, I've been assaulted and or I've been robbed, and the police are just dismissing these stories until people are finding the need to go to social media and kind of try to blow it up, and then the police are like, okay, there's enough attention on this now, we better do something. So I feel this is a bad pattern to be following, as the police should be doing their job and taking every case seriously, or as many as they can, depending on their manpower. But yeah, hopefully this doesn't become into a trend where people are not getting the help they deserve. But let us know in the comment section below. Did the man get justice? For now, we're going to move on to our third story, which is a little bit of a sad one. Here we go. A dead sea turtle on Phang Nga beach renews pollution alarm in Thailand. Officials are probing the death of a small sea turtle found in front of the sands Khao Lak by Katathani, which was in Takwapa, Phang Nga. The Carcass discovered on July the 30th showed advanced decomposition, a cracked shell, and peeling scutes. A joint team from the DMCR Marine Office, Mangrove Forest Conservation Center 10, and Sritha Rare Marine Animal Rescue Center collected tissue samples and examined the gut contents, finding rope fragments alongside natural diet remnants. Preliminary read. Now, marine debris likely contributed to mortality. Given sea turtles' protected status under Thai law, officials buried the carcass on site and are urging the public to report strandings and reduce waste. Now, why does this story matter? Thailand's coasts face mounting threats from plastic pollution, discarded fishing gear, and boat strikes, hazards that disproportionately impact juveniles. Expect follow-up on local waste management, beach cleanups, and outreach to boaters and fishers. The sad image is a timely nudge to visitors and residents alike. Secure lines in gear, pack out plastics, and call marine hotlines when wildlife is in distress. Save our wildlife, save the turtles. I think Thailand has faced pollution in all different types of formats. Tourism pollution, noise pollution, PM 2.5 pollution, and now, waste in the sea, plastic in the sea. It's also going to affect our beautiful animals and fish and creatures in the sea. So protect the marine life as much as we can. For now, we're going to move on to our next story, taking us to Pattaya, where Pattaya is courting Austrian tourists with the red carpet pitch. What does that mean? Well, Pattaya Mayor Poramet hosted Austrian Ambassador Wilhelm for talks aimed at growing Austrian arrivals and promoting longer stays. There we go. Pattaya has tried everything. Why not go for the Austrians? Here's the pitch. Pattaya's proximity to Bangkok, broad accommodation range, and international lifestyle make it ideal as a second home hub for Central Europeans. Agenda items included joint tourism campaigns, curated Austrian-focused packages, appearances at global travel expos, and even educational tourism exchanges that could bring Austrian students and professionals to Thailand. City Hall has discussed infrastructure, service improvements tailored to Austrian preferences. Here's the context. European visitors already favor Pattaya, but targeted outreach could lift the length of stay and spend. Now, with India sending 2.1 million visitors in 2024, Pattaya wants to keep Europe engaged as competition heats up across ASEAN beach markets. What to watch? New air connections or tour partnerships, and whether Austrian media coverage converts into bookings for 2025-26 high season. And the bottom line is that it's a micro market strategy, wind depth, not just a headcount, but aligning city assets with a specific European audience. Well, I guess if you're watching from Austria, hello! I highly doubt someone's watching from Austria, but if you are, send us a comment in the comment section below. But I'm guessing that there's going to be more Thai-based food and Thai-based commercials running in Austria. Fly Thai. Come to the city that never sleeps. What are our slogans, by the way, of Thailand? Thai, smooth as silk. That's the Thai Airways, but like as a country. Thailand, land of smiles. There, all right. What else? Thailand, amazing food. Thailand, beautiful women. Thailand, very cheap and affordable. There we go. All right. Let me know, what should the tagline be for Europeans in particular? If you're watching in Austria, or presume someone's watching from Austria, what would you say to bring them to Thailand? All right. We're going to move on to our last story today, and it's, of course, about a big fat Indian. Not me. Big fat Indian weddings in particular, flagged as a Thai FDI catalyst. HSBC executives, India CEO Hitendra Dev and Thailand CEO Giorgio Gamba argue Thailand can parlay India's multi-billion wedding industry into foreign direct investments, not just tourism receipts. Here's the rationale. Thailand's venues, hospitalities, beaches, and logistics already attract Indian destination weddings. Formalizing that pipeline can unlock capital in hospitality, event supply chains, fintech, and clean energy manufacturing. Dave cities Thailand's infrastructure's labor and economic fundamentals while noting India's macro tailwinds. 7.4% year-on-year growth in Q1 2025 and a young affluent population. Here are some data points. 2.1 million Indian arrivals in 2024, making India Thailand's number 3 source market. A base to pitch vendors, payment firms, and investors on cross-border build-outs. Here are the watch areas: wedding ecosystems, FDI planners, catering, decor, logistics, fintech rails for cross-border payments, renewables as India-Thailand industrial collaborators, and 4, policy moves to ease work permits, events, licensing, and capital inflows. Words, words, and words. Here's the takeaway. Turn a cultural trend into a deal flow. Weddings as the front door to longer-term India-Thailand investment corridors. There are a lot of Indian tourists coming here for a lot of reasons. Yes, Pattaya is popular, Bangkok is popular, Phuket's popular, Indian weddings already popular. Let's turn this into a proper business. Economy, baby. I mean, I guess if you've got the money and if you're living in India, why not come to a destination wedding in Thailand and book your next two? What do Indians fly to Thailand? Thai Airways? Indigo? Yeah. Fly Indigo, and you too can get a discount. £20 per person. That's 50 pounds per person. That's 200 pounds for a family of 4. Yeah, anybody know where that's from? Jetstar? No? Anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, those are some of the stories from across Thailand today. There are, of course, more stories that you can find on the Thaiger.com. Please get into the conversation on Thailand's largest English news forum. That's on ASEANnow.com. Please like the video, subscribe, comment. If you're watching after the live, please comment. Your engagement, your likes, they do help. They help the channel. They help the video. They help the engagement. They help it reach to more people, and that's what we're trying to do, grow. Yeah, please feel free to join and support the show as well as a member. Membership starts at $5 a month, I believe, and you'd be help supporting the show. And get a few perks. If you're here in Thailand, there's a few perks. We give you a free t-shirt, we give you tote bags, we give you paintings, we give you mugs. You get to meet me. That might be a negative, but yeah. Tony Asen says, slow news day. Fair enough. It is a slow news day. There's not much going on, guys. A lot of conflicts, same old. There's not enough updates to talk about it. But yeah, hopefully next week we're going to have a lot of Thailand bangers. It is lottery day, so hope some of you guys win if you've bought tickets. And yeah, we're going to end the show there. I'm now going to dive into the live chat. Until then, yeah.
If you like that story, please like and subscribe. And for more Thailand news, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok at The Thaiger, or you can go to thethaiger.com and join the conversation.